Uh-oh, handicap.
Oh, brave, not bashful.
Come on.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Come on, Daddy.
I guess that's what's got me worried. Got you worried? Sure. Josh is in real danger out there alone on the range.
Hey, you
One
start. Go
gun
ahead.
stuck
I'll
in
What,
his
what,
catch up.
shoulder
what,
like
what
Bob
does he
Hope.
used to say?
You take my advice, you shoot to kill.
I don't
What
know.
was he used to say?
Should I tell him?
I don't know.
He's a friend, isn't he?
She said my friend John or
Say,
something. I don't
something
know.
from a job for you, Josh. You know Molly Harkness runs the
Sounds
lady
like
store?
um,
She lost
his
her cat.
old friend has
Name's Meow Meow.
anybody
Come on, let's
See,
saw
sing
his
Jesus Keep
old
Me at the
friend
cross.
John.
Meow
You remember
Meow.
that?
Meow.
Uh, I don't know.
here's her remote.
Jesus keep me near the cross. There a precious fountain free to
Where's her remote?
all and flow from
Where's the remote? Can we turn it on TV?
Calvary's
Turn down the TV so we can hear. Remote,
mountain
turn down the TV so we can hear.
near the cross,
So we
near
can.
the cross, be my glory ever till my precious soul shall find rest beyond the river. At the cross, at the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by sight I received my sight, and now I am happy all the way.
Okay, it's time for your solo.
At the cross, at the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the way.
Thought you couldn't sing.
Okay.
What were you doing, Taven?
Ah, it's time for your solo, Dad.
Yep, he used to sing like.
Go ahead, Daddy.
Yeah, he had a nice voice.
Yeah.
I used to sing, but not anymore.
I used to sing too. Just keep practicing. You can say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have to practice.
Daddy be acting all
Sometimes you're in the
shy.
bathroom. Go ahead and practice. Name that song.
That's why you need to practice
What was that song? Mother Love. Mother Love. Huh? What was that song? Mother Love. My daddy used to say, "Honey in the Rock."
Oh, yeah.
Go taste and see. Taste
Really?
like. Yeah.
I never
My
heard
dad-
Papa
my-
sing.
Ooh, my dad loved to sing.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. My
What?
daddy used to love to sing
You
too.
used to hear him?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
You still do. You just don't got to
Just have
practice.
You're right.
Yeah. You don't got to
Right.
practice. The more you would sing, the better, more you would like it.
Yeah.
You sounded good to be rusty.
Rusty.
Yep,
Cecil used to sing. Yeah, nice voice.
Yeah, beautiful voice.
Didn't
Beautiful.
pass down to any of the girls.
Oh,
Marvin.
You
I
got
He's
said
a
the
boy.
girls.
I said, yeah.
The boys
Marvin's
can
a guy.
sing. All three of the boys can sing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not so much here. Not so much.
All right.
Darlene? Yeah, not so much. I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe
It
Trina can
skipped
sing.
over the
Who knows?
girls, huh?
I
Went to
don't
the
know why.
boys, huh?
Both my parents can sing and we got nothing.
Your mother did
Nothing.
sing.
We got nothing.
Well, you don't have to sing all the time. You can have something else.
No.
It's
Who's-
probably deep inside us. We have to pull it out.
No. Somebody says, sister, just pray in the spirit. Just sing in the spirit. Don't sing out loud.
Did Bert used to sing?
Not to my knowledge.
Her and Grace either. You asked Grace to sing. Grace said, sing yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah.
I think it was just Eileen, Cease, and I. And
No
Mother
Uncle
used to
Thornton.
sing. No, he didn't sing.
Bubba did sing. He used to.
He did?
When he was younger. Cause he used to. He was Bill. He was a.
Well, see, I was young when Bubba was young.
I
Daddy,
think he did.
what about those parties you used to throw when you were a teenager? You and your friend used to throw parties?
Parties?
Yeah, parties. You said you guys would rent something out in the field and you guys would throw parties? No? You don't remember?
Waiting for somebody.
Tell me more. I don't.
That's all I remember.
We
Back in Youngstown.
used to have parties out in the field.
Yeah. No?
Not in Youngstown.
Where?
I don't know.
Must have been in Brockton, New York.
Brockton.
Yeah. That's where they.
Well, he had no friends hardly in Brockton, New York, cause all them people was white folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you guys live in Brockton?
In time, whenever they was in Brockton, they was out there in the beer tomato field.
No.
What field did you all picking?
Y'all, you too.
No, I wasn't.
Tomatoes.
After Frank and I, we.
In Brockton, you were picking. You were picking.
Who was that?
You was out there anyway.
Who?
Brockton, New York. Yeah. Maybe in Alabama you didn't, but you did in Brockton.
I don't remember picking in Brockton.
How long?
Tomatoes.
How long were y'all in Brockton?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to know how many years.
Yeah.
We were there.
I know Cecil should know. George Jr.
Yeah.
You remember George Jr.?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how long we were
Okay,
there.
sure which
Well,
son.
it was one season, I think. Yeah.
So we did, mother worked in a tomato factory. That's why she didn't like ketchup. And we picked tomatoes and raspberries. Because you was coming, we saw those raspberry. We picked tomatoes and raspberries. Yeah. So we thought we was going to New York City.
Oops.
We thought we was going to a big
Wrong
city.
answer.
And whenever the bus stopped, let us right on the side of the road. And we thought
That was with Uncle George.
Yeah,
When
Uncle George was
and them
there, yeah.
there.
Yeah, he was the one got us up there. We thought we was going somewhere. Got us there to left Alabama. No, we wasn't. We had left the farm. We used to live inside the city of Alabama, Alabama. So we used to live on the farm. And then Dad and Bubba built a house in the city, and we moved to the city. And Uncle George kept on till he got Daddy to move to. could meet him in Brockton, New York. Dad and mother and all of us on the took the bus and come to Brockton. We were going to a big city, coming to a tomato field, farm, tomato farm. Oh, and we was living in a plantation house, a great big plantation house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we was right on the train track, where the trains and hobos get off of there. And hobos used to get off and they'd come over there and stay too. It was just a great big,
Like them,
like
tomato-
apartments, but just one big building. And we was there for a few years. Yeah. Oh.
So where'd you guys go after Brockton?
We went, yeah, let's see. After Brockton, Daddy took us back to Alabama. Then Bubba refused to go. My oldest brother thought he refused to go, so he stayed with Uncle George. And him and Uncle George went to Youngstown, Ohio, and he got a job in the plant in the mills down there.
Oh, wow.
And then Daddy came up to visit. Then Daddy came back to Ohio. To Alabama. Then they made provision to bring us to Ohio. So that's where we got to Ohio. And then after getting married, Daddy just was determined to farm. Got back there, Daddy brought us back to Brockton, New York again.
Oh,
I was
no.
so mad. Oh, I was so mad. Oh, wow, I was mad. Then we went back to Brockton, New York, stayed there for a while. Then for some reason or the other, Mother and Daddy just didn't get along.
That's when May came up
He
and
got y'all? All right, he didn't get along. Boy, then we went to, I think by that time, Bubba had went to Youngstown. And then, and we ended up in Youngstown, Ohio.
on Walter Street.
Yeah, we've been there ever since, ever since.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
How old were you, Auntie?
Oh, probably around, I think when I was in Brockton, about, 14, I'm not sure if no, I wasn't that old. About 12, 13 or something
Oh, okay.
like
So
that.
you guys were still young. That's
Yeah.
why you said you weren't picking nothing, huh, Auntie?
She was out there picking something.
I wasn't picking nothing. It was out there.
If she don't remember, she was picking something.
I know I was about in the 4th or 5th grade because I had started school out there.
All right, yeah, we started school there. Like I said, but nothing but white folks, so you really didn't have a whole lot of friends. It's just white folks. And in Brockton, New York, you and Frank and Elva stayed over in Niagara Falls for a while. And then
Ethel stayed
That's
in
when I
Niagara
told
Falls?
you.
yeah, the three of them, they was young. And May come over and got them or something, and then we went to Youngstown, me and Grace and Bert. I
On
think,
Walter
went to
Street.
Youngstown.
You remember that Walter
Yep.
Street?
And we was there for a while, and after a while we moved around quite a bit.
Where was Daddy?
He was there.
Oh, so
yeah.
he went with you guys to Youngstown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Him and me and Grace. And Bubba was living there, so
Already,
he didn't
yeah.
live in the house with us. So we've had some rough times. So we lived in how the place can be finished off upstairs, the attic,
Right, right.
We all of us stayed in there. Then finally Daddy found a place over on the north side, 1 bedroom with me, Grace, Cat, Alpha, Cecil, and Mr. Man, whatever he was named, let you sleep on Mr. Russell. Let you sleep in the living room with the boys, and the rest of us stayed upstairs in 1 bedroom. Then finally Daddy found another house with 1 bedroom.
We moved down
Down by Spruce Street.
Brett.
Yeah, it was but the room was bigger this time than that other one. It was a bigger room, and then we had 2 beds in there. But they was always nice to let Cecil and Frank stay in there with the boys. Y'all slept in the living room, Miss Ennis. Remember Miss Ennis? Yeah, and they slept in the living room. So finally, Daddy found a house on the east side, a house and able to move us in that house. And so we had room, we had space.
All the
Then-
girls slept
then we-
in one room and the boys slept
And
in the other.
Cece had a room, you know. I think Frank must have slept in the room with us because
No, the room was
it
Cecil.
seemed like it was so small. And then when Cece finally left, then Frank took that room.
Where'd you
Mhm.
go, Daddy?
He came here. And Pearlie, after he graduated from high school, then Aunt Pearlie came down, and then he came back with her. And he's been in Niagara Falls ever since, after graduation.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ever since he graduated, he came here.
So how did you find Mama then?
He already knew Cora,
Oh.
and he kept coming backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So finally, they decided
Okay.
to get married.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they got
Well, I
married.
guess he was in Niagara Falls. Mama was still in Youngstown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She was,
Mhm.
but he kept coming backwards and forwards.
Now, did they have the through? They didn't have a throughway then, so you were doing. Did they?
No, not Brockton, no.
No, from Niagara Falls to Youngstown.
Oh, no,
When you stay with Aunt Pearlie,
it's too far.
yeah, when you stay with Aunt Pearlie,
Mhm.
and Cora was still in Youngstown, you'd come down to visit.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And y'all finally decided to go ahead and get married.
So were those back roads or were they throughways, Daddy?
Ain't no hurry.
Okay.
No, you're talking about 400 miles from here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see if that's finished.
Yep, so we've had a rough upbringing. It's almost cat. You want me to let it finish?
Yeah.
It's almost. We've had quite an
If I
upbringing.
didn't care.
I
That's
get-
what you were saying. If I didn't care.
But,
I didn't care.
yeah.
That's what he used to say.
Yes. I was trying to remember what would Daddy sing.
I didn't
I
care.
didn't
If
care.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
What else went with I didn't care?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's been a long time.
I don't remember either.
I have a memory problem.
Mhm.
I didn't care.
Mhm.
Yep. So we've had quite a journey.
Yeah, we were
Quite
stayed
a
so
journey.
close until I guess that's the reason we're close.
Mhm.
We was sitting like this. I was like, the Perkins is close. We all close.
Yeah, we had quite a
It
upbringing.
was Eileen, me, and Alpha. We slept in the bed together, and Grace and Bert slept together.
Mm. Me and Darlene slept together.
Did
It
you?
was torture.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it used to be we had to be two at the bottom and three at the top in the one bed. We used to sleep like that.
Yeah, because we slept in one bedroom. The what 4 or 5 girls.
I think
Was Bert married then?
she came home, or she came home when we was at Russell's.
No, I'm talking about when we stayed down in Sister Britt
She was home by that time.
and Mother and Daddy and us girls.
Mhm.
Slept in one room.
Wait a second. Grandma and Papa were in the same room with your girls.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had one bedroom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You didn't hear it? One bedroom.
Yeah,
Cause they
one-
was renting, and the same time things was tough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One bedroom and all
So-
5 of us in one bedroom. It was tight.
They might have let Alpha slept with them a little bit.
Nobody wanted to rent to a large family.
But we couldn't
Oh.
afford it right at that particular time. We was just trying to make it. Mm-hmm. Cause Bubba, I remember Bubba used to. I'm not sure if Daddy was working or just what. I remember Bubba used to come over and bring us food. He was living out on his own. He was
Right.
working in the
Right.
mill,
Right.
and he would come out and he would bring over and bring us food and help us out. And I remember, I guess I didn't have a coat suitable for this weather. He brought me this, what do you call it now? What do you call it, these, I love that coat too.
You still
It was
have
a
it,
tan.
huh?
I'm trying to think of an animal like it's camel color. Yeah, he bought me a coat. We had it kind of rough. Your mother and them had that many children, you know.
Yeah,
And then you got some history, you all got some history.
I sure do.
Yep.
That's why I had 2 kids.
Yeah, we come from Alabama. I mean, we moved around on plantation farms down there. We used
Who did that fish fry in that?
cousin Cora,
Mm,
his mother's cousin's
okay.
wife. Cousin Cora.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, we've had some rough upbringing,
We sure
but
did.
the Lord bless. He blessed us.
School to school.
Yeah, I had to go to different schools.
You guys are tight though. Mm-hmm.
The Lord just have brought us from a mighty long way.
You started the truck up today?
No.
He brought us from a mighty long way. Yes, indeed.
I'll start it up.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
If you give me trouble, I might well go and get another battery.
It shouldn't give you.
That's when we lived in, where did we live at? Up there in Brockton.
I tell you that house.
We, Cece and George Jr. was it Cece and Frank slept under the bottom. We had this bunk bed. They slept under the bottom, and Alpha and I we slept in the top.
Your excuse for a minute. Just go outside.
Remember when we lived in Brockton?
I thought they had their own room. Yeah, it was like a plantation house. One of these houses.
Now, Daddy used to say he used to walk barefoot to school
Yeah, we
and
did.
come home for a sweet potato for lunch.
That's true.
Oh, Daddy, I thought you made it up all these years.
We did go bare feet. A lot of times when we got home, we had the sweet potatoes almost choking. We take sweet potato out of lunch. Sometimes them things would choke the don't know what out of you. We used to carry the biscuits with fig preserves in it. We come a long ways.
Daddy, I thought you made that up.
No, we went bare feet.
Look at my
I
dad.
didn't, did I?
Look at you.
If we did, what you think about you? You even more so. Yeah.
Wow.
We went to school bare feet, and Mother used to make all our clothes. She, back in those days when they get flour, they get it in a bag, sack, and they would be prints.
Oh, really?
Flower sack.
And Mother take them and things and make our clothes.
I have a picture. We was in Alabama. We were standing out there by the hedges. I one of them sacks that Mother made.
Really?
I like to see that.
I like to see that too, don't you?
I was trying to make Elsa take a picture. We standing Jane Bullock was going to make that picture.
Because Bert and them lived it over next door. We lived in Elby.
Yep. So.
How old are you, Auntie? How old are you?
79.
79. Okay, you're not that far behind, Auntie.
Behind who?
Daddy.
No. See, they're next to each other.
We're close.
Close in age.
So Grace is the oldest?
It was Bubba, Uncle Thornton, Aunt Bert, Aunt Grace, me, Cecil.
Okay, who is Bubba then?
Thornton.
Oh.
Tan's father.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then you said Thornton again.
Yeah, well, I said Bubba, but we called him Thornton.
That's what I thought.
But we always called him Bubba until we kind of like grew up. Then we called him Thornton. So it was him, Aunt Bert, Aunt Grace,
Okay.
me, Cecil, Cat, Frank, and Alpha.
Okay.
Hey.
Got it.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
How old are you, Elaine?
82.
82.
I'll be
How's
83
everybody?
So
in
eight,
June. Dolores said the same.
she's
You're
81.
Yeah, he's 81.
Oh.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
okay.
You turned 81.
So I'll be
So I didn't figure I needed it.
83 in June. Dolores said the same. Cat Grace gonna be 85, I think.
Elijah said the car was running and I didn't know it was running. I haven't seen her
Yeah.
anywhere.
In November, I'll turn 80.
Hey.
Well, hi there.
How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Good.
Good. Good to
Nice to
see
see
you.
you.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Right where I left you.
Hi. Hey, how are you? Okay,
Good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You doing okay?
Doing great now. I got my eyes on my
Right.
daddy.
Yo, we got your eyes on your daddy? Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know which one is
Got my eyes on my daddy.
Elijah come in?
So y'all got a little history
I
in the
know.
family.
I like that. I love history. You made my day, Daddy.
Yeah, she didn't say she was leaving, but she just said.
See, I don't need much to make me happy, Poppy Pop.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
Hey, how you doing, Elijah?
we had
Yeah, leave it.
a little go through life, but not as bad as some people have.
Right, that's true.
That's because you guys had all that love.
Yeah, we didn't have no other choice because we just,
You know, they had
You guys were on top of
eight
each other.
children, yeah, raising 8 kids.
Mm-mm.
because Frank was a
Twin.
yeah, Frank was a twin.
You know, she,
So how was your trip?
My trip, it was good. Really good.
That's so exciting.
Huh?
I said, this is so exciting.
Gonna put it in one bowl.
No, that was an extra one.
Yeah,
Every once in a while we get to tell our journey.
Whenever I find that picture, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
And you know how to text now, too.
hey, buddy.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, how are
Need
you?
a little help.
Wonderful, wonderful. Good to see ya.
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Doing?
Good, how are you?
Okay.
Thank you.
Burn around the block today?
Oh,
Wait till tomorrow, huh?
yeah, maybe tomorrow. Not today.
Yeah. So you guys want to eat?
Yep.
I'm with you.
Then I put the salad in a bowl.
You tell me. You're the one might get locked out. You're the one who might get locked out.
She won't lock me out.
Whenever you're ready.
Well, y'all get ready, come on and eat.
Okay.
You,
Daddy, you ain't going nowhere.
No.
You're like, okay.
Alrighty. Want me to help you? No,
So
she
that
won't
was
bring yours to you.
No, it's too much. Get my baby in the house.
Huh? What you say?
Darlene. Darlene